There comes a time in life when we must make a choice to remain shackled by excuses or to rise and rebuild. Too many of us live bound by regrets, by the failures of yesterday, by the fear of what tomorrow might bring. We tell ourselves it's too late, or I don't have the strength, or I was dealt a bad hand in life. But today I am here to tell you, no excuses. Excuses are chains that keep you stuck. Expand this keynote in 600 words without subheading and conclusion. Excuses are the silent thieves of destiny. They creep in quietly, wrapping themselves around your mind like chains, convincing you that you are powerless to change your life. Excuses are not just harmless reasons we tell ourselves, they are limitations disguised as logic. They sound reasonable, they seem justified, and they often feel like the truth. But in reality, they are the greatest barriers to growth, success, and transformation. People often blame their circumstances for their lack of progress. They say, I didn't get the right opportunities, or I wasn't born into the right family, or I just don't have the talent or resources. These excuses may feel valid, but they are simply a way to avoid responsibility. History has proven time and time again that success is not about where you start, but about how you move forward despite obstacles. There are countless stories of people who came from nothing, who had every reason to quit, yet chose to fight, push through, and create the life they dreamed of. The only difference between them and those who remain stuck is that they refuse to let excuses dictate their future. Excuses also provide a false sense of comfort. They allow people to stay within their comfort zones, avoiding the discomfort of change. Growth requires risk, effort, and sometimes failure, but many choose the illusion of safety that excuses offer rather than facing the challenges required for success. They say, I'll start tomorrow, or it's just not the right time, without realizing that there will never be a perfect time. The more one delays, the more deeply they sink into stagnation. The chains of excuses tighten with each passing day, making it harder to break free. Fear is often at the root of excuses. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of stepping into the unknown. It's easier to say, I can't, than to risk trying and falling short. But failure is not the enemy, it is the greatest teacher. Every successful person has failed at some point. The difference is that they didn't allow failure to become an excuse to stop. They learned from it, adjusted their approach, and kept moving forward. Those who make excuses, however, allow fear to dictate their actions, keeping them paralyzed in the same place year after year. Excuses also rob people of their true potential. Every individual is capable of achieving greatness, but many never realize their full abilities because they allow self-imposed limitations to hold them back. They convince themselves that they are not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough. But the truth is, the only real limitation is the one they create in their minds. When a person decides to stop making excuses, they unlock their true potential. They begin to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. They stop blaming external factors and start taking control of their lives. Breaking free from excuses requires a shift in mindset. It starts with recognizing that excuses are not truths. They are simply a way to avoid discomfort. When a person realizes that their future is entirely in their hands, everything changes. They stop looking for reasons why they can't and start looking for ways they can. They develop resilience, discipline, and a relentless drive to move forward no matter what. Every time an excuse is made, another link is added to the chain that holds a person back. But the moment a person decides to take action, to stop allowing excuses to define them, the chains begin to break. Progress may be slow, the journey may be difficult, but freedom from excuses leads to a life of purpose, success, and fulfillment. Taking responsibility for your life is the foundation of true success and fulfillment. It means accepting that where you are today is a result of your past choices, actions, and decisions. It means no longer blaming others, circumstances, or luck for your situation. Many people go through life pointing fingers at external factors. Bad childhood, unsupportive friends, lack of opportunities. But the truth is, no one else is responsible for your future except you. The moment you acknowledge that, you unlock the power to change your life. Responsibility is not about guilt or shame, it is about empowerment. When you take full ownership of your life, you shift from being a passive victim of circumstances to an active creator of your destiny. People who refuse to take responsibility remain stuck because they always find someone or something to blame. They wait for conditions to be perfect before making a move. They say, "I'll be happy when I get a better job," or "I'll start working on my dreams when I have more time." But life does not wait for the perfect moment, and neither should you. Every successful person, no matter their background, has made a choice to take charge of their life. They have faced setbacks, failures, and hardships. But instead of making excuses, they took responsibility and found a way forward. Responsibility means looking in the mirror and saying, "If I want things to change, I have to change." It requires an honest assessment of your habits, mindset, and daily choices. Are you using your time wisely? Are you surrounding yourself with the right people? Are you actively working toward your goals, or just hoping things will get better on their own? Taking responsibility also means understanding that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can always control how you respond. Life will throw challenges your way. People will disappoint you. Unexpected hardships will arise. But you always have a choice to dwell in self-pity or to rise above it. Blaming others only keeps you powerless. Taking responsibility puts you back in control. Instead of saying, "Life is unfair," say, "What can I do to improve my situation?" Instead of saying, "I don't have the skills," say, "How can I learn what I need to succeed?" This shift in mindset changes everything. Growth and success are built on accountability. People who take responsibility for their lives do not wait for motivation or inspiration. They take action even when they don't feel like it. They understand that discipline and consistency matter more than temporary bursts of excitement. They set goals, make plans, and follow through even when obstacles arise. They refuse to let their past define their future. Taking responsibility also means owning your mistakes. Everyone makes errors, but the difference between successful people and those who stay stuck is how they handle failure. Some people spend their lives making excuses, justifying their failures, or blaming others. But true leaders, achievers, and overcomers admit when they are wrong, learn from their mistakes, and move forward stronger than before. They do not waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They see every failure as a stepping stone to something greater. At the end of the day, your life is your responsibility. No one else will build your dreams for you. No one else can put in the work required for your success. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can begin to create the life you truly desire. The power to change, to grow, and to succeed has always been in your hands. You just have to take responsibility and use it. Faith and action are two sides of the same coin, inseparable forces that work together to create real change in life. Faith without action is nothing more than wishful thinking, and action without faith lacks direction and purpose. True transformation happens when these two elements are combined, when belief fuels movement and movement reinforces belief. Many people have faith that their lives can improve, that they can achieve their dreams, that they can overcome challenges, but faith alone does not bring results. It is only when faith is put into action that it becomes powerful. Having faith means believing in possibilities beyond what is currently visible. It is the ability to see potential where others see obstacles, to hold on to hope even when circumstances look bleak. But faith alone is not enough. A person can believe in success, but if they do not take the necessary steps, success will remain out of reach. Many people pray for a better life, for opportunities, for breakthroughs, yet they remain stagnant, waiting for something to happen. They believe in miracles, but they do not position themselves to receive them. Faith is not passive, it demands action. If you believe in a better future, you must take steps toward it. Action, on the other hand, is the evidence of faith. It is the physical manifestation of belief. A person who truly believes that they can achieve their goals will take daily steps toward them, no matter how small. They will work, learn, and push forward even when results are not immediate. Action proves that faith is real. If someone claims to believe in their dreams but does nothing to pursue them, their faith is empty word. But when belief is backed by consistent effort, mountains begin to move. There are countless examples of people who achieved great things, not just because they had faith, but because they acted on it. Every inventor, entrepreneur, and leader who changed the world had to believe in something before it became a reality, but they also had to work for it. They did not just sit back and hope for success. They invested time, energy, and effort. They did not allow fear or doubt to paralyze them. They understood that faith gave them the courage to act, and action made their faith stronger. Many people struggle because they wait for the perfect conditions before taking action. They want guarantees, signs, or absolute certainty before making a move. But faith does not require certainty. It requires trust. It requires stepping out, even when the path ahead is unclear. The greatest breakthroughs come when people move forward in faith, even when they are unsure of the outcome. Action does not eliminate fear, but it diminishes it. The more steps a person takes, the more confidence they build, and the more their faith grows. At the same time, action without faith can lead to frustration and burnout. Some people work tirelessly, pushing forward without a clear vision or belief in a greater purpose. They rely solely on their own strength without trusting in the possibilities beyond what they can see. This often leads to exhaustion and discouragement because action without faith lacks inspiration. It is faith that provides the inner strength to keep going when challenges arise. The most successful and fulfilled people are those who balance both faith and action. They believe in their potential, but they also put in the effort. They trust that their work will lead to results even when progress is slow. They do not just dream, they do. They do not just hope, they hustle. And as they take action, their faith deepens. And as their faith deepens, they are inspired to take even bolder action. This cycle of belief and movement is what leads to true transformation. The past can be a heavy burden, holding people back from stepping into the future they were meant to live. Pain, mistakes, regrets, and disappointments often linger in the mind, making it difficult to move forward. But no matter how difficult or painful the past has been, it does not have to define what comes next. Overcoming the past is a choice, a decision to stop letting old wounds, failures, and experiences control the present and the future. The past cannot be changed, but the future is still unwritten, and embracing it requires a willingness to let go of what no longer serves you. Many people remain trapped by their past because they replay old memories over and over again. They allow past failures to convince them that they are not capable of success. They let past pain convince them that they are unworthy of happiness. They let past relationships determine their self-worth. But the past only has power over those who continue to dwell on it. True freedom comes when a person decides that they will no longer be a prisoner to what has already happened. No matter how many mistakes have been made, no matter how many times life has been unfair, there is always an opportunity to begin again. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful steps in overcoming the past. Holding on to bitterness, resentment, or anger only strengthens the grip of past wounds. Many people believe that forgiving means excusing what happened, but forgiveness is not about justifying wrongs. It is about releasing oneself from the burden of carrying them. Forgiving others and forgiving oneself creates space for healing and growth. Without it, the heart remains stuck in a cycle of pain, unable to fully embrace what the future has to offer. Another obstacle to embracing the future is fear. The fear of repeating past mistakes, the fear of experiencing pain again, the fear of stepping into the unknown. But fear is simply a shadow created by past experiences, and it only has as much power as one allows it to have. The only way to overcome fear is to face it head on, to take steps forward even when uncertainty looms. The future cannot be shaped by fear. It must be built with courage and determination. Growth begins when a person stops using their past as an excuse and starts using it as a lesson. Every failure, every hardship, every painful moment carries a lesson that can either be ignored or embraced. The strongest and most successful individuals are not those who never struggled, but those who refused to let their struggles define them. They took the lessons from their past and used them as fuel to create something better. They understood that their past was a chapter, not the whole story. Moving forward also requires vision. A person who remains fixated on what was will never be able to see what could be. The future is built by focusing on possibilities, by setting goals, by dreaming bigger than past circumstances. It requires shifting from a mindset of regret to a mindset of expectation. Instead of looking back and wishing things had been different, one must look forward with excitement about what is still possible. Every single day is an opportunity to create something new, to take a step closer to the life that is waiting to be built. No one can change their past, but everyone has the power to create a better future. It starts with letting go, learning from past experiences, forgiving, and choosing to move forward with faith and determination. The past may have shaped a person, but it does not have to define them. The future is waiting, full of new opportunities, new joys, and new victories for those who are willing to embrace it. The people you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your mindset, habits, and ultimately your success. Relationships are powerful. They can either lift you up or drag you down. The company you keep shapes your beliefs, influences your decisions, and determines the direction of your life. If you want to grow, succeed, and build a better future, you must be intentional about the people you allow into your life. Many people remain stuck in cycles of negativity, fear, and mediocrity because they are surrounded by those who reinforce those same patterns. It is difficult to dream big when the people around you constantly speak of limitations. It is hard to believe in yourself when those closest to you are filled with doubt and discouragement. If the voices in your life are always negative, you will find it hard to remain positive. But when you surround yourself with people who encourage you, challenge you, and believe in you, your mindset shifts. You begin to see possibilities where you once saw obstacles. You start to push yourself beyond your comfort zone because you are surrounded by those who expect greatness from you. The right people inspire growth. They challenge you to think bigger, to take risks, and to pursue your goals with determination. They hold you accountable when you start making excuses. They remind you of your potential when you feel like giving up. The wrong people, on the other hand, drain your energy and discourage progress. They may not always do it intentionally, but their negativity, complacency, and lack of ambition can slowly pull you away from your dream. If you spend too much time with people who constantly complain, make excuses, and settle for less, you will begin to adopt the same mindset. But when you surround yourself with those who strive for more, you are naturally pushed to do the same. One of the most important aspects of growth is learning from those who have already achieved what you aspire to accomplish. Being in the presence of successful, motivated, and disciplined individuals exposes you to new perspectives and strategies. Their experiences provide valuable lessons that can help you avoid mistakes and accelerate your own progress. If you are always the smartest, most driven person in your circle, then you are in the wrong circle. You should be in an environment where you are constantly learning, stretching, and evolving. It is also crucial to be around people who genuinely support and uplift you. There is a difference between those who are happy for your success and those who secretly resent it. Some people will only support you as long as you are not surpassing them. The right people celebrate your wins and encourage you to keep going. They do not feel threatened by your progress because they are focused on their own growth. True friends and mentors push you forward rather than hold you back. At the same time, it is important to evaluate the role you play in other people's lives. Just as you seek out those who inspire and uplift you, you must also strive to be that person for others. The relationships in your life should be built on mutual growth, encouragement, and support. Surrounding yourself with the right people is not just about what you can gain, but also about how you can contribute to the success and well-being of those around you. Your environment plays a major role in shaping your future. If you want to grow, succeed, and reach new levels in life, you must be intentional about your relationship. The people you allow into your life will either propel you forward or hold you back. Choose wisely, because the right people will push you to become the best version of yourself. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty, but no matter what happens, the key to success and growth is to keep moving forward. There will be times when progress feels slow, when obstacles seem overwhelming, and when doubt creeps in. But the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who remain stuck is the ability to push forward despite difficulties. No matter what storms arise, no matter how many times you stumble, the only way to create a better future is to take the next step. Difficulties are inevitable. Everyone faces disappointments, failures, and hardships. No one is exempt from pain or struggle, but the people who rise above these challenges are those who refuse to give up. They do not allow failure to define them. Instead, they learn from their mistakes, adjust their approach, and keep moving. Every setback carries a lesson, every challenge builds strength, and every obstacle can be turned into an opportunity. The only true failure is choosing to quit. As long as you keep moving forward, you are still in the fight. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to progress. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These can paralyze even the most ambitious people. But fear only has power when it is allowed to stop movement. The best way to overcome fear is through action. When you take a step forward, even if you are uncertain, fear begins to lose its grip. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to move forward despite it. Another reason people stop moving forward is discouragement. There will be moments when it feels like nothing is working, when you have given your best effort but see little to no results. It is easy to feel like your work is in vain, like you will never reach your goals. But real success does not happen overnight. It is built through persistence, through showing up every day, through continuing to push forward even when results are not immediate. Many people quit just before their breakthrough. They walk away from their dreams because they do not realize how close they are. Those who succeed are not always the most talented or the most fortunate. They are simply the ones who refuse to stop. Growth and progress come from movement. It does not matter how small the steps are, as long as you are moving forward. Some days you will take big leaps, other days you may barely inch ahead, but forward is forward. Even when progress seems invisible, every effort counts. The discipline of showing up, of taking action, of refusing to quit, creates momentum. Over time, small efforts compound into significant results. One of the greatest examples of persistence is found in nature. A river does not stop flowing just because there are rocks in its path. It does not turn back or give up. Instead, it finds a way forward, sometimes by flowing around the obstacle, sometimes by slowly wearing it down. Over time, even the hardest stone is shaped by the persistence of water. The same principle applies to life. Obstacles will come, but they do not have to stop you. If one path is blocked, find another. If one method does not work, adjust your approach. But never stop moving. No matter how difficult the road becomes, no matter how many times you stumble, remember that the only way to fail is to quit. Every great success story is built on persistence. Every person who has achieved something remarkable has faced setbacks but refused to let them define their future. Keep going, keep pushing, keep believing, because as long as you are moving forward, no matter how slowly, you are still on the path to something greater. So no matter what challenges you face, no matter how many times life knocks you down, make the decision today that you will not stop. Keep moving forward, keep pushing, keep believing, keep striving. Your future is not determined by your past failures or current struggles. It is shaped by your willingness to keep going. Every great success story is written by those who refused to quit. Every mountain is climbed by those who kept taking one step at a time. And every dream is realized by those who dared to move forward even when the road was uncertain. So rise up, shake off the doubt, the fear, the discouragement, and press on, because your best days are still ahead, and as long as you refuse to quit, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Keep moving forward, no matter what.